I got a call for some bees in an RV. Those are notoriously difficult removals. And I am driving up through some beautiful territory, wanting to stop and take pictures every time I pass something interesting, but pulling a trailer. And I'm listening to Mr. Ed, his last cutout while I ride. Yeah, we got one today's gonna be a doozy in almost every way. And that RV right over there. Bees are pretty defensive and pretty active. I done been over here one time. And you can see why I had to walk away. I had to go get a hood on. I drug this piece of platform over to lay down and look at them. And what we got is that bottom panel right there. It's got oxidation holes in it. And they found a way in through those oxidation holes, and they built out that whole bottom corner. That old RV is old, but it ain't in bad shape. Even inside smells good. It's been under this canopy for a long time because it had a roof leak at some point, and it's survived pretty well under here. None of this down here has been touched in a lot of years, and so the bees have just had free reign. I got, oh my gosh, there's a second one. To say it ain't so, man. It sure is. There's a second one in here. I came around here to look for power. Whew. All right. Well, we got a plug and an extension cord laying over there already. Man. Make sure there ain't no more. Buried in the ground. Still hadn't found it. How long is this stinking cord? Couple of upholstered chairs in there if you want me to bring one of them out.
It's probably got a critter in it.
No, it's pretty clean in there.
Yeah, it's not been touched very much at all in 4 years. We lost our home in 2017.
Oh yeah.
So everything just got literally gone.
It's actually pretty clean in that RV for being stored this long.
I'm scared.
Here's what's going on with them right here. We got corrosion hole here. And some more down there behind the tire. Apparently this trailer came from up north or took a trip up north at some point because it's got a good amount of rust underneath of it for a southern trailer. Good amount of corrosion here. But since this is already destroyed and that's where they're at, we're just going to cut it open. This panel needs, if somebody's going to repair it, this panel's got to be replaced anyway. Take a look before I go any further. Trash some eyeballs and I'm laid on another bee. Look out here. I've disturbed their entrance and they're waiting on me to move so they can go back in. There's an old, big old hive up in here. Like they say, if you're gonna be dumb, you better be tough. All right, y'all, we're in. I'm probably gonna be getting into finding something else to lay on, because after a few cuts, this thing's gonna be covered with honey.
OMG.
Get that picture.
My kids are like driving me nuts.
We're in about half of it, it looks like. Maybe. We still got a lot of sheet metal to go before we get to that back wheel, and there's bees coming in and out of another hole about as far forward as what I've cut already, or about as far forward as that half of that hive. And we're up in here checking it out, all suited up, flannel shirt and jeans. That's how you do it. Loose clothes, loose fitting clothes, y'all. If you ain't got a bee suit, wear some double layered loose fitting clothes and you might be all right. So they were extremely defensive until I got into them a little bit, and they've kind of settled down, partially because I've disturbed their entrance. They don't really know what's going on. I've smoked them a good bit, and you change things up on them and they change their attitude sometimes, but sometimes that still get you. So I'm in shorts, but I got a hood on. I've only taken 2 stings to the hands and the arms, 4 stings I guess. We're early in the year, but I smell some honey in there, so might not be capped yet, but there's gonna be something. So if you want honey, you got containers you want to put it in, or do you want it?
Yeah, like what kind of container?
Like
what I need?
a big pot, or some big Rubbermaid containers or something. You don't ever know. It might get in there and it'd be pretty dry, or it could be a gallon. You never know.
I would love to have honey.
Now I don't know it to be a fact, but I think what we got here is a cantilever situation. I think this boat is holding some of the load of this slide out. I'm not certain that's what that's there for, but I can't imagine any other reason for a little John boat to be tucked up under this slide and be holding pressure on it like it is. We're getting the vac set up and everything, and the sun has moved over on me. That was a mistake waiting this late in the day. It's already a humid day. Now I got the sun on me. But the good thing is y'all be able to see a little better, I think. There's some capped honey right there in the end. We're in the brood combs too. Baby bees are all in these combs right here. And here's a queen cell. Yeah, this is a big old hive. There's another queen cell. These were getting ready to swarm again. See, these cells are hanging off sides, kind of fat. When they start building those out, they're getting ready to swarm. Another sting in the leg. Why are you gonna do that? Yeah, well, this is a different venom. Most people are allergic to wasp and hornets are not allergic to honeybees, but like I say, you don't want to chance it. Don't want to play with fate just to watch something unique. Well, I talked you into it. Yeah. This is where it gets messy. Everything gets sticky. So here's what's going on right now, y'all. I'm cutting these end. I already cut these end attachments. I'm gonna start removing combs from this end and work that way. And I'm just running bees down off of them since we're outside and I have the liberty of using smoke and not have to spend so much time vacuuming. But this hive, you see all the trash on the ground? It's a lot of red dirt and a bunch of black trash. That black trash is because they've had a dead out before. So this hive has died out at least once before and come back strong. All this is wax moth feces and just trash. It's dirt now, so it's not like I'm flicking fresh crap. It's the pH of dirt, so if you got a problem with that, that's what that is. Capped honey right here. First thing you see, capped honey, and then capped brood. So this is all honey ring around brood. Keep in mind your colony is mostly going to be a center of brood with a honey ring around it if they have the resources. So this is brood all the way down to the bottom, capped brood all the way to the bottom. Something that Frederick Dunn asked me was how far they build off of a bottom, and you can see the bee space all the way around this. It's pretty much the same here. They just had enough space to work around it, but they built it pretty much all the way to the bottom. Normally if it's touching the bottom, there's been a problem before. There's been a collapsed comb or something like that, but this one is pretty healthy. This one's been healthy for a good long while, at least since early last year, judging by the color of these combs.
You got to smoke them to the ice water, baby. And then you cut the combs one at a time. And these combs are long, man. They go way up there. Let's go with this one next. So basically I'm wiggling it to try to break it away from the top as high up as I can. Pull it out, do a quick little queen search. Don't see her on here, start vacuuming. Whatever falls off, I'll just go in there and go back to the hive, so I'm not worried too much about getting everybody. I'll get them all eventually. And now I just want to tear this honeycomb off and put it in a honey bucket. Realize there was a metal brace in here. That's what's giving me trouble. So now I got to cut down both sides of that. Give them some smoke, because you know you just probably cut a couple of bees in half. It's unfortunate, but can't seem to do it otherwise. Yeah.
You remember where you got it from?
Lowe's, I think. No, okay. I ordered it. I'm sorry, I ordered it. I'll send you a picture of it. There wasn't a bee on my leg until I washed my leg off. Must be how nasty I am. The bees wouldn't even land on me until I washed my leg off. Look at that too. Goodness gracious, isn't that a sight? It goes back at an angle, so that's not the end of the hive. It's angling in, and so what you're seeing is where these combs meet up with the inner wall over there. Sometimes you just got to cut up a good RV. Thankfully it's an easy panel to replace, and it's a cheap panel to replace, and anybody with any handyman abilities could do it. You don't have to take it to an RV shop. This whole thing ain't going to an RV shop anyway. I doubt if they'll ever repair it. Maybe somebody will buy it because it is a decent unit, but it's old. Bees are helping me clean this up. It was making an absolute mess, dripping honey all over everything. There's a ton of bees in here. I'm still only halfway done, but thankfully I had a little bit of cloud cover. The sun's back on me again, but it'll be over the trees pretty quick. At least I have sun on my good side, or is that my good side? I don't know. I don't have a good side. Precious, you mean? You mean precious? I gotta do some more cutting. So this right here, I didn't cut this. This is all broken loose from oxidation. And I can see comb at this next hole that's oxidized through, which is right here. I'm gonna come on down past it about a foot. Alright, I think I just hit another wooden brace down here. So that's about as far as I'm gonna go right now. All right. I just revealed the rest of it. This is a massive hive. Massive, I tell you. Look underneath of there. And it goes back to, I didn't hit a brace. I was just in the wood up top. It felt like a brace. She's huge. That, my friends, is a big hive. Dude, I mean, this is a big RV. And it filled up from almost back of the wheel well to this first support down here. I don't know if with this camera you can really appreciate how big that is. They calm down a lot after I open them up. I've been stung once under the right eye. I don't know if you can see that. And a dozen times in the legs and arms just from laying on them or mashing against them. I don't think I'm gonna get this one done before the sun goes. Well, I know I'm not gonna get this one done before the sun goes down. And still have the one on the other side. I'll have to come back for it tomorrow.
Oh shoot, it kept going.
Yeah.
I was afraid of that because that looked like a good place to, if I was a bee, I was thinking that's what I would do. Okay, bee, just hang on, I got to put my hands on. I was terrified, and he said, come on over. I was like, oh. And that's what, not even, like,
They had a hell of a nest built, didn't
There's another one on the other side. It ain't as big
they? How
as
many
this one.
bees you reckon was in there?
This one's probably 45, 50,000.
yeah, I started out way over there on that side. And then, when I saw he's sitting there like that,
I say, go get you some blue jeans and a flannel shirt, and I'll give you a mosquito net hat, and you can come hang out.
there you go. So I've been hanging. I learned much about bees. A whole bunch about bees today.
Ain't got no arthritis in my face, or in my back or my legs. Yeah, it's good for arthritis. Good for it unless you're on blood thinners, and then it don't work.
I said, will you actually look for the queen or is she in the book?
No, I look for her, but when I'm sucking up hundreds at a time,
Yeah.
a lot of times I just suck her up and don't ever see her. All this brood is an indicator that there's definitely one in here, and I'll try to find her, but if I don't see her, I don't worry about it. I put them in a hive and let them run for about a week, and then I'll go in and look for eggs and larvae, and if she's not in there or not laying, I'll put another queen in there with them.
What are you smoking in there?
I started out with pine straw, but y'all done cut all the pine trees down, so this is all dry grass.
Get your pine straw?
Nah, I got to pack this. I got to pack that grass that's on top of that box there.
We'll find someplace.
Yeah, pine straw just, it's in plentiful supply and it works good, but grass does good too, as long as you pack it tight. Pack it too loose, it burns up pretty fast. Anything organic. Oak sticks, pine sticks, as long as it ain't got plastic or rubber in it. Would you mind handing me them tools over there? I done cleaned everything up and laid down without getting the stuff. Thank you very much.
How long you reckon they been in there? 10 years?
No, this comb looks about 3 years old maybe. But there was a hive in here before.
I know they've been in there longer than 3.
They've been here for.
There was a hive in there before that died out.
Yeah.
All this dirt,
So-
all this dirt hanging here.
This is a good comb?
Yeah.
Okay.
See all this dirt on the ground under it? That's wax moth feces. So the hive that was in here that died before, the wax moth ate all the wax out of it.
Yeah.
And so when I opened it up, all that crap dumped out. Some of it had fallen out already through the oxidized holes. Well, you can see it up in here. That thick layer of junk.
Oh, they nest going back in there toward that tire too.
Yeah.
I thought they wasn't supposed to sting you if you stayed calm.
Yeah. if you don't look them in the eye.
Yeah.
Just don't look them in the eye. Like a chimpanzee. All that capped honey you took inside in that pot
Uh-huh.
is all good to jar up right now
Okay.
without doing anything to it. All this is uncapped. Moisture content's gonna be too high in it to jar it up. So eat this first or use it up cooking or something. Anything that's got caps on it is dried down. That's all 18% moisture content or so. Anything higher than that'll ferment if you jar it up over time. You can put it in the refrigerator and stop or really slow that process, but as much as you eat honey, just eat it. Just get rid of it.
Much of that would be good there.
Now this is all brood comb. That top whole piece right there is honey. Holy shnikes, I'm gonna have to swap vac buckets. I've been vacuuming and vacuuming for a long time now, and there's a giant pile. There's a second hive in there I gotta go back tomorrow for. It is 10:30 at night. I just made it to a little gas station. I wrapped up over there around 10. And the one on the other side is not going to be near as bad. Somebody left a little storage compartment open and they swarmed into there, and it looks like a fairly new colony, so I think I can get everything reaching through that little door, and it's only that big of a door, but I think I can get everything through that. But as tough as they are in a way, because you're wallering on the ground, honey's on the ground, you're in dirt, you're in honey, you're propped up on one elbow for hours on end. But they're fun. Those are the ones that I like. You're not on a ladder. My feet, it's 10:30 at night, my feet feel great. If I was on a ladder for several hours, I'd be Advil and Tylenol or whatever. But that was a really fun job there. So right now I'm gonna stay the night at my brother's house, and that's 40 minutes away. And then tomorrow morning, more bee work, and then back up here for this.
Pick them up. They got burr comb built on the lids of them.
Yeah.
Most of them will have burr comb built on the lid of them.
Yeah, that's the way
Not all of them.
that's the way mine normally are when somebody comes, but this year they're not that way.
Yeah. Well, the privet. I don't know if privet's running late, but usually it's already bloomed out, I think, by the time he picks up.
Yeah.
And it's just about to start here.
Yeah, that cold spell did a lot of damage, especially down south. A lot of the Chinese tallow got burned up.
Really?
Yeah. Down in the bay and in the Kill and over in Louisiana, a lot of the popcorn trees are just burned up. I don't know if I saw some coming back a little bit in Gulfport.
Yeah.
Because it did burn them in Gulfport, but not bad.
Yeah.
But those over in the bay, just, I mean, it looks like somebody went through with Roundup and sprayed them off.